Hello, hello, hello. Is there an echo in here? Hello. Hey.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
There we go.
Hello, everybody.
Everyone's coming in.
Hey,
Oh, we have some
everyone.
early risers. Thank you for always being on the call.
Yeah.
Oh, we have some
Thanks,
newbies on the call.
Yeah.
Welcome to the newbies.
Yeah, we do. Yay. I'm not going to call you out, but great to see you guys and girls here too, and just as well, because we're going to be showing some really interesting things on today's Hodlnots Happy Hour Hangouts. Ties in with a little bit of the course's content from yesterday. I'm not going to get away too much with that for the moment. Ah, good. Even people dialing in from the hospital. That's amazing and shows true grit. Well done. From all over the world here at the moment. Everywhere from Australia over to Canada. Early morning, Canada. Good morning, good morning. Ladies and gents, if this is your first time joining our 4-H session, welcome to it. In this webinar style, we can see you, you can see us, and we do make use of the Q&A function down below. Now, I'm pointing with my hand, but you can't see it because these silly Zoom avatars don't have hands. That'd be fun, though. Anyway, hello, Badger.
I don't know why.
Hey.
I struggle with no hands.
It's gonna make...
Thanks, Vic. You gave me a margarita, chili margarita tonight. That's nice.
How are you gonna drink that without your hands? It's gonna be like university.
Exactly. I just have to look at it. It's awful pretty.
Did you guys do boat races in university or college? You guys know boat races?
Brewing,
I did
the
boat
rowing.
No, we're talking about drinking here. I mean, although I was part of the social
Oh, right.
bit rowing at university, was more the drinking squad. No, I'm talking about boat races where, not that we condone and really, alcohol drinking and stuff, but when you have a couple of people in a row and you've got like a cup of beer or whatever in front of you, but you can't use your hands to drink it. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
That's what we didn't call them boat races, though. That's interesting. Maybe we should resurrect that.
Okay, on your marks. Well, you get a straw. That's cheating. Hang on, that's cheating. Anyway, welcome to it. See, Winnie's had a haircut as well. That's looking
I'm
pretty
trying, yeah. And well, my ponytail's hiding behind my hat somewhere. I don't know.
good.
Better than the red I had from last time.
Well, true. You went through a couple of phases. For those of you who missed the last Happy Hour Hangout, episode 35. We had a little bit of a switcheroo, scams and what to trust and what not to trust. And we hope you all learned something from that last session. And in today's session, we're going to be chatting all things, keeping an eye on things, and that's specifically watch list and a couple of the other updates. We're going to be chatting to us about what does it mean with the Federal Reserve's cut of 50 basis points, or what does it imply for crypto? There's a lot of talk all over the socials, keeping an eye on X, and everyone's becoming very bullish around Bitcoin at the moment, and with the elections coming up, and there's lots of news happening. We also know that CZ from Binance is being released this weekend, so exciting times ahead. So we'll be touching on a little bit on that Federal Reserve's cut shortly, but today's main focus is, and this is again for some of the newbies who are on the call, current students for our course, we're going to be touching on watch lists and a great little new resource that's popped up that you can all most of you hopefully can make use of and be able to catch some good percentages in trades, whether you're scalping or long term. And obviously that's a beautiful segue into Marcel's section. Marcel's left the room temporarily. He'll be back shortly, no stress. So we'll be looking at that and a lot more. And we're not having a contest per se today, but there is going to be a fun little exercise a little later. So in that Q&A section down below, again, reminder, down the bottom where it says a Q&A, we're going to be asking you guys something, and we're going to want to hear your suggestions for a fun little thing we found on TradingView. So yeah, lots to it.
And there's a bit of a hint on the table. I wonder if anyone can pick it up, but that fun thing will be.
Yeah.
I see it. I'm not going to give it away.
What is that in front of you though? And a little bit in front of me too. Does anybody know? All right, so again, this is I love the background with every second I have these. I mean, it's just almost hours Hey, Vicky, that you put into this hours and hours of fun. I mean, work, right? Right?
Labor of love.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is it behind? Thanks for watching. Oh, okay, sorry. I couldn't see that earlier, but yeah, lots going on. So let's get into this as soon as Marcel gets back. He might have just dropped off. I'm just trying to find him quickly. Marcel's not here. All right. Yeah, that's fine. We'll save his segment in momentarily. But I think we're gonna kick
save
off.
his segment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. I mean, and it's just such a small window, really, of what all is happening. And I think what we'll do is, Vix, I think we'll start off with you. Get direct into it, jumping into it. And this is one of the main focal points of today's session. And hopefully you'll learn something from this. So whenever you're ready.
Yes, so many of us may or may not know, let's start with that. There used to be a site in the internet, in the interweb, called sandwich.finance. And sandwich.finance used to do watch lists, pre-made watch lists, which was amazing. So you could go to sandwich.finance and download watch lists for certain pairs on certain exchanges. And unfortunately, they closed. So what an opportunity. What we thought we would do is take over from them. And I'm happy to say that there's a lot of people already taking advantage of it. And John, do you have a question?
Yeah, I just got a question. Why are comprehensive watch lists so important, Bix?
Oh, well, you're going to be talking a little bit about that later, but how we use them is we find coins. So most of us will have quite a very comprehensive watch list. In fact, many of them, quite a few. And I'll actually share my screen right now. And there we go. That's my trading view screen, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. So over here on the right, if you're not familiar with TradingView, this is one of my watch lists. This is a Mexi watch list, and Mexi has so many coins. I have 3 Mexi watch lists. So we find coins, and yeah, Mexi has thousands.
Wow.
2,727.
Yeah, to be exact at the moment. And tomorrow it'll be more or less because they delist, they list. So Mexi is out of control, but it's, great. So this is the way a lot of us find coins. We have our watch list, and over here on the upper right-hand corner, we look at the percentages. And when you do the Hodlnots course, in fact, we were just having that. We actually just had that yesterday, and we've been teaching the newbies how to find coins to the watch list, and we're going to have it today, and we're going to do a bit tomorrow. So this is how we find coins. There's a way to do it. We look at the percentages. There's a little trick to it that you will learn on the Hodlnots scalping and foundational course. But putting 2,000 coins on your watch list manually is soul sucking. So, you could do it. You could actually go and put every coin on. But instead, what sandwich.finance used to do for us is have it pre-populated. So we used to be able to go and download there. Unfortunately, they are defunct now for whatever reason. And we said, hey, we have a new website. So again, for everyone who doesn't know, hodlnots.com is our website. It's our brand new website, about a couple of months old. And this is for people who just want to learn about Hodlnots, what we do, all of our products, so they can come here and have a look to see all of our products and how we can help them in their crypto journey. But right down the bottom, we thought, let's give back to the community and the community at large as well, not just our community. So right down the bottom here, we have watch lists. Ta-da! Woohoo! So at the moment, we're only using 3, and those are really the main 2 that we use in the course, plus Coinbase. So we have Binance, USDT pairings, and Bitcoin pairings. We have Mexi. So Binance doesn't have that many coins. It's through 267 or something.
384?
384. So the reason John knows this is because he downloaded all the coins the other day. So Binance has 1 watch list. And then we have another watch list for BTC pairings, just in case you'd like to trade using BTC instead of USDT. Coinbase doesn't have very many at all, but we put it on there because our friends in the US really maybe can only use Coinbase. So we wanted to make sure that they had something as well. And then Mexi, like we said, they have over 2,000 coins. So it is broken up into 1, 2, and 3. And then Bitcoin pairings is a bit less. And these lists were updated yesterday. So we're going to try to update them every couple of weeks. It is quite an undertaking. It takes quite a few hours to do this every time because we have to take off the delisted coins and we have to put the new ones on. So anyway, this is a new feature. Now, to use it, unfortunately, for people with a free version, you can't do it. So you do have to have a paid version of TradingView to import watch lists. But what you do, let's say I don't have a Binance watch list at the moment. So I'm going to download this, and all you literally do is you click on it and it starts to download. So I'm on a PC and on the upper right-hand corner. It's a very, very tiny file. So it's actually already downloaded. And then what I do is I go to my TradingView, and in my watch list area in the upper right-hand corner, I just drop down this little menu here and you say import list. So I'm going to import this list. So I import the list. And what you need to do is you need to find where it's gone to your computer when you downloaded it. So mine goes into the downloads files. That's just where I have mine. And here it is here. So this is my Binance USDT watch list with all the coins on Binance that are USDT pairings, and it was updated on the 24th. And all I do is highlight it and I say open, and voila, it's already there. So this is now my Binance watch list. So it's that easy. So what you can do now though is just click this little arrow again. So this is what it's called, Binance USDT pairings 24th of the 9th. You can't see the whole thing. You can rename it if you'd like. So maybe you don't want to have that name. You can just rename it and you can just say whatever you'd like. Keep it, maybe just do that and then say that was the 24th of September. It's always good to probably date them so you know what watch list this is right there. So now you have your Binance watch list. And then what you can do with this, like we train on the course, is you can do change. You can put them in order, see what's running, and it's just like any other watch list now. But instead of you sitting there for hours and hours and hours, John has to sit there for hours and hours and hours and do it for you. So
one by one by
Absolutely.
one. One by one by one. It took him a week. That's why we only update. No, it didn't. But it's quite a long process. So thank you. So you can have many watch lists, and there actually was a question in the newbie room. Well, why have multiple watch lists? Well, luckily we trade multiple exchanges, so you might have one for Binance, one for Mexi, one for whatever. Also different coins, like I have a fans token watch list because I have all the not all of them, but I have a lot of the fan tokens. And we want to know those in particular because they seem to all run together when there's games on. They're not all football tokens. Some of them are F1 racing tokens, etc. But the coins seem to run together. So I have fan tokens. You might have long-term trade tokens in one list, and then you might have scalping tokens in another list. So you can actually do different things with your multiple watch lists. And it depends on the TradingView subscription that you have, how many watch lists you can have. But it is nice to have a different watch list for different things. So you not have all your coins into one. So it's really that easy. It's actually, you go to hodlnots.com, you figure out which one you want to download, you click it, and then once it's downloaded into your computer, you go here and you go here and you import the list right here. So now I have my Binance list right there, and now I can click on it, and those are all my Binance coins. So it's actually really handy, and there is a question in the chat. Will it be available for KuCoin? Over here in the Netherlands, we can't use Binance and some other exchanges. So yes, we are looking at adding a few more exchanges to that because KuCoin is probably the next biggest one. And John?
And yeah, there's been another request as well. But just bear in mind on hodlnots.com, all those downloadable TradingView watch lists are all for spot trading. We have had requests for perpetuals as well. So bear in mind we might, but we trade mostly spot trading at the moment, and that goes for long-term day trading and scalping as well. So bear in mind we may well do that, but KuCoin seems to have popped up a few times. While we don't use it as much because a lot of our members are limited to it, we definitely, so for the person who's asked here and on the socials, we will. Thanks, Vix.
Absolutely. So that is our new feature, and we have opened it up to everyone. And we actually have, as John was saying, we actually have people on social media now going, "Oh, thank you, amazing." So give it a try if you have a paid version of TradingView. Unfortunately, if you don't, you do have to do them manually. And if you don't know how to use a watch list or how to find a coin or what to do, then I suggest you get on the October course of the Scalp Trading and Foundational Hodlnots course and learn how to use a watch list. So was there anything else you wanted me to go over, John?
No, just wanted to just remind everybody. I mean, when I first started out, when I was trading on Binance, even on KuCoin back then, I was adding all my coins manually. And I found that by doing that, I added about 20 or 30 a day using various resources, one of which I'm going to touch on shortly. But I got to know the coins that I was adding. Now, what you can do with Mexi, I mean, you're going to go through 2,727 of these coins, and it's going to take you quite a while to add it manually. So there are advantages to importing a watch list. Some of them you're gonna have to do your research. Some of the coins that we find are either missing candles, meaning there's really bad liquidity, there's too much of a spread, etc. And you get to know which of these coins are. And as we've shown before, Vix, I mean, we showed with flags, and we showed how you could add sections, and yeah, just to be able to better utilize that watch list. But again, with Sandwich.finance closing down, Hodlnots.com is now the portal to go. And again, for those of you here or day traders or long-term traders, you might have a few coins. Obviously, you're following Marius as well. But with the Hodlfire, our other indicator that we speak about quite often and fondly, there are a lot of coins that are looking really, really great. And for those of you, sorry, just as a side tangent, those of you who missed last week's Hodlfire call, we were talking about Saga, actually enough, and a couple others. And if it wasn't on my watch list and I hadn't looked at it with the Hodlfire, I would have missed out on the 25% gains that I made. So having a comprehensive watch list is important, and it doesn't matter if you're scalping it or day trading, hodl firing it, or even long-term hodling. It is important to have really good watch lists. So yeah, that's been looking pretty good. What are your thoughts, Wendy?
I think it's amazing. I mean, it's a huge project to do, and I think that's what a lot of people don't use watch lists because they don't know enough about them or the time it takes to update them. So very appreciative, John, for you and Vicky and the team to put those together for everybody. And yeah, love it.
No worries.
Great idea.
It's really all about giving back. I mean, Hodlnots continues to do that, and if more people find out about Bitcoin trending forecasts and Hodlnots, the better. We really are trying to educate people. It's not just through our course; it's through these little sessions as well, and all the other AMAs and everything else we do. So, and Hodlnots.com is growing. Just FYI, everybody. So
absolutely.
Keep that in mind. Marcel is here, but isn't here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna crack on and stay with that theme really of watch lists. And we want to actually share with all of you something that we used to really only show on the course, but we've spoken about it a couple of times here and a few other places, and really how you can make use of this resource. So I just want to check. There's a question: how to find out which coins run together? That's a great question. And this is from one of our current students. And they are basically, we've mentioned before, and actually one of the other newbies had a question around this, is how do you find the coins that do run together, or how do you group them? And you will see, like Vicky was showing, we shared in our course as well. I did this morning with the fan tokens, sport fan tokens. It's mostly football. There's one F1 and a couple other sports oriented one, and you can kind of put them together and they generally run together. And then we often see things like USTC, Luna, and LUNC run together. There were a couple of others that often run together, or if, the meme coins are running together. So there is a great resource mentioned, and I might as well actually pull that up now as well and talk about that. We have covered this before, being coin market cap, so I'll pull that up for everybody now. So there's a question. All right, if you want to elaborate, our Canadian friend, Jeffrey, you're more than welcome to unmute and go for it.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. I heard that Telegram has changed its policy so that when governments ask for information, basically from their police, the Telegram is now saying that they will release information to investigative agencies for government purposes, whereas before they were protecting that. And so for some countries, that would protect that they used to have protections for people to say what they wish in countries where that is a problem. Now the Telegram is saying that they are willing to release people's telephone numbers and IP addresses to government agencies.
That is something that's obviously been concerning for a while. I mean, most people, I think a lot of people are ignorant or naive to this. And it's a good question. Thank you, Jeffrey. But it's also, things like WhatsApp and other messaging platforms, even social media platforms. When you sign up, you can, if you don't read the T's and C's very carefully, which most people don't, I don't either most of the time, is that you can be consenting to the sharing of that information. And I know that Telegram for a long time was not wanting to be bullied by governments, et cetera, et cetera. Basically, keep your nose clean, all right? And when it comes to general privacy and security, you guys should be able to hide your telephone numbers, your contact email addresses and stuff. And whether or not Telegram has that in the back end, we know. And if I talk badly about Google right now, my phone is going to pick it up, even if my phone, the microphones are picking up. And next thing, Google ads will appear or something else. And you've seen what's happening in the UK in terms of posting on social media or saying bad things. Next thing, the government's going to rock up on your door. And I think while I don't agree with that principle, I think if we keep our noses clean and I don't know about the rest of you, Vicky, Marcel, Wendy, what your guys' thoughts on this?
And I just want to bring this back to Hodlnots' perspective, since we're using Telegram as our major vehicle for the den and stuff. I was just hoping to hear that business as usual, that we will be able to continue to use Telegram for that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was some worry when Telegram's CEO was imprisoned, and people thought Telegram was going to be shut down, etc., etc. And then how would Bitcoin Trade and Forecast continue to operate, and would we resort to another messaging platform or blogs or emails? But it is, Jeffrey, it is, again, thank you for the question and the concern, but it is business as usual. Our Den community, our Lodge, our Hodl Fire channel as well, and all the other channels all rely on Telegram. And it is such a great platform to use, not just from the look and feel side of things, but just in terms of functionality. But yeah, I don't think anything's changing here, Wendy. You got no concerns?
No concerns. We're just plugging along as usual. We've got lots of Telegram channels, so I haven't been concerned about it.
Okay. All right. Thoughts, Marcel, Vicky, on this? I mean, any other comments?
Yeah, no, thank you for bringing that up, Jeffrey, because as John said, when the CEO did get arrested, we were all like, uh-oh. I actually downloaded a few of my chats just in case, but nothing, knock on wood, has come from that. And look, we're not moving as long as we can use Telegram. So it's just an easier platform to use than a lot of the other ones.
Absolutely.
So thank you for bringing that up. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Mr. Durov, I think he's been quite resilient and not giving in to, whether it be the FBI, the CIA, everybody else, putting pressure because it is such a large platform with so many users and stuff. But there's only so much we can do and only so much we can worry about. Worrying about things doesn't always change things. As long as we keep to the rules and we're not being nefarious. I mean, none of us are here. We know there are entities out there that are using crypto for nefarious or criminal reasons, and messaging platforms and everything else. We've seen what's been happening in Hollywood, etc. But we're fine. We're fine. Business as usual. We're clean. We're good. But yeah, it's all good. Thanks, Jeffrey. Thanks for the question. Okay, so Vuzi, thank you for the question. You can actually send a support ticket in the back office for Bitcoin Trend and Forecast to answer that. So we'll get to that, because again, like Vic was saying, I think we'll touch on it again shortly once Marcel's. I don't know, Marcel, you want to do yours first and I get mine, depending on how things look in your side. But otherwise, we can leave it for the end.
I can give it a go. Let's see if we can get through this with my computer issues today. But if you want to, I can quickly do it.
Yeah, I think let's have a quick look-see while you're good. And then, because this is a nice little segue into what's happening with the course currently and our last course for the year coming up in October shortly as well. So, Badge, if you want to give us a little tasty tidbits treat teaser of what's happening in the den, let's get into it.
Can do. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so this is 2 weeks ago. So let's just go through a couple of trades that was made in the den. Here was a 2% off a couple of candles. So we scalping minute candles. So for those of you that aren't familiar with how we scalp, is every candle is 1 minute. So a couple of candles is probably 2 or 3 minutes. So this member profited 2% in 2 or 3 minutes. Might not sound like a lot, but if you do that a couple of times a day, it does add up. So let's have a look at some other ones. There was 3 trades here, 1%, 1%, 1%, again adding up. There was a 3%er, 4%er. So this was a total 4%. In little sections over an hour. So exactly what I said there, everything does add up. Then grabbed multiple trades, 4.42%. Again, here, multiple trades over here as well. So you'll often see when the market is a little bit sideways, we will group them like this, and we will literally scalp 1 or 2 minutes and then wait for a coin to run again, scalp another 1 or 2 minutes. And in that way, we can actually manage to profit a decent percentage for the day. Here was a good one for the week, which was 7.3%. Definitely not bad. Then here was another 2.8% in 7 minutes. That was a little bit of a longer one, and another multiple trades. So that was quite cool. Then this last week, what I did is I actually included trades mostly from one member. So basically, the majority of these trades were made by a single den member. And what's cool about that is this gent did the course only a couple of months ago. And I can still remember when we did the 3M intake, the 3M challenge intake, initially he didn't think he would have had time to actually join it because he's got a big business that he's running, and he's a fairly busy guy. And literally at the last second, he decided now he's going to join the challenge. And he's been flying through the levels and leveling up.
Oh, yeah.
And most of these trades are his, and that's just in a week. So even for someone that's busy, he was able to do these trades. So let's have a look at some of them. So that's a 20% on FIDA. There was another couple of FIDA trades. It was a 3% on Turbo, almost 5% on that coin, new coin, 5.5%. I'm speaking under correction. There might be one of these trades that's not his. I'll have to go and check. But the majority, like 95% of them, was made by him. So I thought it would be cool to include a couple of great trades from one member, seeing that we obviously want to chat about the course. And it's sort of like a realistic view of what you can do if you do end up putting in time and and basically get your eyes in the charts every day, then this is possible. There was another 7%, another 7%, 2.24%. So this was all basically from the 15th to the 22nd of September. And it's, if you add all of these up, it's quite a substantial. He actually did also level up this week. So it's quite a substantial amount of profit. Or in terms of percentages, it's a big percentage that he actually profited. Basically a week in just basically, I think I've said basically about what 20 times.
Basically, you're right.
But basically, so in the space of about a week, he had all these trades, and I think it's just, for me, it's a great example. If you put your head on a block and you put in the time, it's amazing that what can be possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And this
really want
person is on the call at the moment. And like you said, Badger, is that, he's running a business. He always seems to be on the ferry, commuting between work, but he actually finds time. And we had one of our more recent black bears who went through the 3M challenge and did the entire challenge, going from all the different levels, from, yellow to pink to green to red to purple, to red to black, it in what, 3 and a bit months. And this person currently is 100%, 100%, and I think 100% again in the space since he's joined.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Exactly.
And again, like you said, it just shows the potential, what you can do if you put your mind to it, and you got a couple of minutes or half an hour every single day. And what's interesting, Bitcoin's now currently retracing its, we've spoken about this a few times, its hit resistance in the 1-day 200, and it's probably going to come down over the next couple of days, in my very humble opinion. But despite that, coins are still running. So yeah, I mean, if the report was mostly his percentages, I know everybody else is trading as well, but well done to that person. Actually, I'm going to call him out, Peter. Well done. Really, really incredible. Not too embarrassing.
I think it was just cool because I know how hesitant he was to actually join the challenge. Because he said to me that he really doubted that he'll have time to actually scalp.
Yeah.
And look at what happened just a couple of months down the line. I think he was like 2 courses back.
Yeah, he was. He was in May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No,
definitely.
Well done.
That is possible.
Yeah.
I'm watching him. I'm watching him go over the Hodlnot.
Yeah, we've got a space for him in the Black Bear Cave right at the end. And just as a quick reminder for everybody, the 3M challenge, we've mentioned it a few times before. We're not going to spend too much more time on it, but once you've done the Hodlnots course, you've been in the den, the lodge, you have this opportunity to go through the challenge, and you actually level up, and you go from basically 6,150% returns on your $40 that you start off with. So, which is insane in a couple of months. Where else can you do 6,000 odd % in a couple of months? Anyway, more on that. We'll talk about the course shortly. Thanks, Badger. Thanks for that. There is one other question I want to delve into before I get into my little segment. And we've spoken about the HODL Fire, and we'll actually broach this more on next week's HODL Fire call. Can you trade, or can you use the HODL Fire on Bitmart? That part, yes. At the moment, in terms of the HODL Fire signals, they're mostly coded for Binance and for Mexi on the different timeframes. But you can still use your HODL Fire indicator on stocks and derivatives and indices and everything else as much as you like. I think somebody was trading Tesla the other day, and not a bad one. But yeah, you can use it on any exchange. Hey, Wendy?
Yes, any exchange, because it's on TradingView.
Exactly. Perfect. Cool. That's done. Tick. All right. Let's get into touching on one of the first questions we had in the Q&A, how to find which coins run together. So let me quickly get into that. And I want to show you then as well where we find coins that we're looking to trade. Just have a quick look at Bitcoin. Sorry, for those of you who know. If you
Lovely.
Know, and this is going to be going down for a while. I'm not, for those of you who've done the course and you understand these indicators, and just to have a look at this, you can see there's a little bit of trouble on the horizon. But despite that, Cello's been acting really good today. We've had ID Saga, even one of the fan tokens, CHZ, Chili's was running, and yeah, some really good percentages regardless. As to that question of what coins run together, CoinMarketCap is pretty handy. You can spend days and days on here looking at the different things. But this is the main website, coinmarketcap.com. And what you can do as well, just to see how things are bunched together, what they do, I say that too often these days, but what they have done, yes, poo, is that you can have a look at, for instance, if Solana is doing well, a lot of the coins that are running on Solana, you can have a look at the ecosystem there, AI coins, the gaming coins, the meme coins. You can also, if you really want to delve into it, have a look at all of these categories. And then if you went to each of these categories, there's a celebrity memes category. Interesting. Cat themed, of course. Who wouldn't? All right. So look at all these cat themed coins. Amazing. So I'm not saying that all the cats run together, because that just be chaos.
I like they're mostly green.
Sure, absolutely. But then I'm going to look at, if, for instance, some of the meme coins are running, and again, maybe look over the last 24 hours. So you can see there are a whole bunch of them here. Oh, that's interesting. Doge is up. Okay. Really nicely. Shark Cat, etc. So yeah, sometimes the meme coins run together or AI coins run together. And again, all of these coins, all of this data, you can actually then start to add to a different watch list if you wanted to. If you wanted to create a new list, you would go up here. I'm going to call it meme coins. Do that. And again, reminder, this is only for paid versions of that. But then what you're going to need to do is head on over to the meme coins section and then go and add all of these to your watch list. All right. So a really great resource. Hopefully that answers that question there. Then one of the other things as well, and actually before I get to that, we're going to have a quick look at crypto bubbles, because somebody actually did ask this now. TradingView's got a tarot card reader. You might have noticed in front of Wendy over there, a whole bunch of tarot cards. Now,
Tarot card.
Yeah. Okay. So tarot cards are, they're 100% accurate. No, they're not. But they're a little bit of fun. It's a little like horoscopes. And for anybody whose feelings I'm hurting, I do apologize. But what's very interesting, and we'll drop this, actually, we're going to drop this everywhere shortly after this. Before I get into this, in the Q&A section down below, everybody, we're going to give you 2 prizes. All right. First prize, we're going to feature your question. What question? This is serious. Look at this idea. Will my girlfriend find out about my meme coin losses? We can ask the tarot cards. All right. We can ask what else? What will reach an all-time high first? My profit taking or okay, maybe. All right. Let's see. What kind of questions do you want to hear? Well, at least, we're going to choose one question now to have answered. All right. Any question? Obviously, keep it around crypto related, that kind of thing. Are there any hidden dangers to my portfolio right now? All right, so pop it in the Q&A section. Best question will feature, and that person's going to get BTAF tokens as well, just because we can. All right, so think of a question, think of something fun, think of something relevant, and we'll have a quick look at this now. But speaking about quick look, because we still want to have a look at the Federal Reserve cuts and the implications. So cryptobubbles.net is a really great resource. Now, there are a couple of things to bear in mind. And I know a lot of you do use this or are aware of it. Please make sure that you select the exchange in which you're trading on. It makes life a lot easier. So there's a comment earlier, choose KuCoin only. I'm not a big fan of doing the top 100 or the top 200, etc. Because what happens is these will be all of the coins that are running, the top 100 coins, in, say, the last hour, and I'll show this shortly. But the problem is that you might see a coin that's running, let's have a look at the month. As example, Hex. And I wanted to trade Hex, but Hex is not available on any exchange. All right, it's CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko as an example. Versus something like CKB, you could actually trade it on Binance, Mexi, KuCoin, and Gate.io. So I'm not a fan of doing the top 100 because you might get excited about something and it's actually not there. So choose the exchange at least of your choice. And what's really cool is that you can actually add these bubbles or these tabs for the different bubbles to see which coins have been running for the last month. Look at Nero. Nero first launched on Mexi, and then it's launched on Binance. It's actually done really well since launching on Binance. This is the last week it's done that percentage. And again, what you can do is all of this information, you can actually then start to add to, your watch list as an example. Again, you can be taking it from our watch lists. You can be taking on hodlnots.com. You can be taking from CoinMarketCap. But this is really nice. And us as scalpers, we often use this as a visual perspective. What has been moving in the last 15 minutes? If you guys are day trading, all right, maybe you want to see what's been moving over the last day. And this might give you an indication as to what's got good volatility. If you're looking for the last week, and besides Morris's reports, Nick's reports, and MTT, maybe you're looking at something that's been, that is moving that you could use for a hodl fire. There we go. All right. So you can see which coins have then been moving. The great thing as well, besides adding a specific number of or specific time frames of these tabs, these are limited. So if you're into 7-minute trading, or if you're into 2-hour, that kind of thing, doesn't matter what you call it up here. Even if I call that 2-hour, it's still going to be a day. There is no other option, but it is a really useful tool. So I'm just going to delete that for now. It is a really useful tool to see what's been running on the last 15 minutes, last 5 minutes, last 1 minute, or again, like I mentioned, the last hour. One thing to bear in mind as well is that if you are color challenged, like our resident badger, you can actually pop that to yellow and blue. So that does help. One of the questions we've also had as well is keep it USD, because there is no USDT option, unfortunately, but USDT and USD are a 1-to-1 ratio. So keep that as such. One of the other things as well with crypto bubbles is a little like CoinMarketCap and some of the other things that you can use is that you can actually filter. Again, I'm still on Binance. I want to see what's been going in the last hour. And then it gives you the list of all of these coins. Again, if you want to find out if they're not only on Binance, why are you so, come on. There we go. If it's not only on Binance only, but you also trade on Mexi, you can see that Cello is on Mexi, Bybit, KuCoin, Gate.io, and OKX. So that's quite a handy little resource. All right, quite a handy little resource. All right, some questions that have come in. Let's go have a look at, I don't know, Vicky, Marcel, Wendy, question-wise, which ones? There's some really good questions here. Will Theta make me millions?
I like that one.
I think that's Mars.
Everybody knows Mario is a Theta lover.
We've got a true loyalist, a true patriot here. Thank you. Which is the best coin for 2024? She doesn't even need Zolly to answer that, and that's BTAF token. Amazing. When will the real alt season start? Nice. That's a fairly good question. Will Trump win the presidential race? I think a lot of people are wondering about that. What are you guys liking, co-hosts?
I like the Theta one myself. Down ends is good for BTAF. I like that too.
Yeah, or maybe the one that says which meme coin will be the king of the bull run.
I like that in terms of which is the next big, which is the next big meme
nice
coin.
Too.
I think a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of stuff on socials around, will this bull run have the same pattern as the previous? I kind of think it might be a little bit bigger. When will Bitcoin hit 75,000? I can make a prediction on that. I say 2.5 weeks. That's my prediction. Maybe 3.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, I'm being optimistic, but we want to see it break beyond 73,777.
Jeffrey wants us to die there.
When will the next Hodlnots class reach 1,000? Hey, yo. I don't know if I need a drink for that one, but thanks, Jeffrey. When will I become a crypto multimillionaire? Sure, that's everybody. One of the questions up on Zolly was, when will I ever get a Lambo? There we go. Will I ever get a Lambo? That's when Lambo. Okay. And will BTAF token make a J curve again? All right. What do you think, guys? I know there's some contention with Theta, but I think I want to have a look at something else. What are you guys' thoughts?
Go for it. Pick something.
Something broader, I think.
Yeah.
I think let's go for
maybe Bitcoin.
I think I quite like the one that Marcel liked as well. Which meme coin will be the king of the bull run? All right, I'm keen on that one. So
okay.
I'm gonna word it just slightly different. Shall we go with which meme coin will? I mean, I can ask it verbatim. Which meme coin will be the next I wouldn't say well, next 100 or the next big one. Let's go that. All right. Let's do that. So cool. Shuffling the deck of tarot cards. Everybody feeling mystical? Got your incense lit? Let's cleansing the deck.
If this starts getting really accurate, we're going to be all heading over there. to the
Well, yeah.
tarot
All right.
cards.
So I've got to now pick 3 cards. I mean, look at the graphics on this.
You're kidding me. Wow. Okay.
All right.
This is
That's
fun.
1 card.
This is
And
some
1
hocus
card.
pocus stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. All right. Everybody ready? And then Wendy's going to be chatting to us about the Fed Cut Reserve. All right, let's go. So we've got a few here. And look how cool these are. These are like almost 3D. All right, let's have a read. The 9 of crypto speaks of a coin that promises financial gain and abundance. And where's my tinkling bells in the background? Watch for signals of quick growth. The chart advises diving into research and insight, indicating a coin familiar yet underestimated. The King of Future commands you to apply logic and analysis, hinting that the next big meme coin will rise from an unexpected strategic investments. So these are the 3. There are many of these crypto cards. The first one is called the 9 of crypto, the chart, and the King of Futures. So those are the 3 that I chose. Now, this is really great. You guys can actually do this all on your own if you like as well. It's going to, you only get 1 chance per day, but you can ask all of these, choose your own cards and choose your own future in terms of a little bit of lighthearted fun. In terms of your actual future, being in crypto, being here right now is the right space to be. So for the person who asked that question, Barbara, one of our students, will be in touch with you. Congrats on winning those BTAP tokens. And for that question, we'll be sharing this out left, right, and center shortly. But for now, Winnie's going to give us a little bit more on the serious side of what that Federal Cut Reserve that we saw last week, Wednesday, of the 50 basis points. What does it mean for crypto, really, Wendy?
Well, it piqued some interest in some people. So, thanks for asking. I'm just going to give you the insight from the Bitcoin TAF, Bitcoin Trend and Forecast view. Basically, Bitcoin TAF expects that there's going to be a possible 3+ more rate hikes or rate cuts, in other words. So the first one has just happened, and we're expecting 2 more, probably 1 a month. Possibly an additional one in December, but that remains to be seen after the election. But what happens is a Fed rate cut means that crypto will rise. So that's what you need to know about it. So it's a very positive for the cryptocurrency realm all in itself. But mortgage rates and credit card interest rates also will decrease. So that's what happens when you get this cut. And this will make it cheaper for people to borrow money. And so when people have a low rate, then they all want more money. This happens in the next couple of months. So people get very emotional, and they are happy that they can borrow more money because the interest rates are all lower. And then that money actually finds its way back into the stock market and crypto markets, which creates a rise in activity. So in case you're wondering, that's basically it in a compact little bottom line type scenario. But that's really what happens with these rate cuts, is it creates activity in the crypto space. So we're all happy about that for everybody. So that's it for me, but give you a little insight on what's ongoing in the next couple months.
Yeah, there's a lot to come with that, and it's I think the first cut since COVID in 4 years, which is pretty bullish for crypto in general. Like Wendy was saying as well, with those cuts coming in, more money will be going into crypto because people know with the elections coming up that the contenders in the States are quite bullish. One more so than the other on crypto, but fourth quarter. All right, we're going a couple of days away from the fourth quarter called Uptober. We're hoping, if you look at historical patterns, again, like I'm going to speak it out, October, November, December, traditionally we see it going up. So
yes,
that's exciting times.
It's a beautiful thing.
I mean, scalp trading, 20 hours a day is going to be a thing. I can't wait. I think I'm ready for it. Speaking about ready for it, one last thing before we get out of here. We've got one other call coming up in the next 5 minutes. Just a reminder, that our next Hodlnots Scalp Training Foundational course, where you learn everything about time frames, watch lists, and you'll learn about how to use the Hodlnots indicator, our Hodlnator. That 15.1 indicator is the last one, is in October, the end of October. It is open currently for registration, and we currently have a few students, quite a few students on the current course. And we're pretty much halfway. They graduate next week, Thursday, and they will be well equipped. Hopefully they're all having fun by now. We've been teaching them so much. It is an information overload, but there is so much value in that, because whether you are going to be scalping or using the Hodl Fire or understanding higher time frames for trading, now is the time, and you can actually have a look and see what all the course contains, jam-packed with information, not just for the 2.5 weeks that you're in it, it's actually 6.5 weeks of course and support. So we'll drop that in to the chat now. And if you guys and girls are interested, highly recommend that you get cracking and signing up for the next one. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. Anybody else have any other questions? All right, there is a hand quick. We can take one quick question. Sharon, if you'd like to quickly unmute yourself, you're more than welcome to ask a question. There you go.
Hi, how are you?
We good. Welcome. How can we help?
I'm sorry, I raised my hand by mistake.
Oh, it's okay. Lovely to hear you both. It is great to have
Yes.
you here. But yeah, raise your hands, everybody, just like you do care. But yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
but I am saving up for the October course, because I told myself that I want to do the Hodlnot course this year.
Amazing.
So I'm hoping that on the next one I'll be there.
Oh, amazing. That is awesome. There are ways, of course. The Hodl Fire is a great way to make some extra money in the meantime.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been happy with the Hodl Fire, because like so far it's given me good results.
That's amazing.
Yes.
You go.
Wonderful.
That
Yes.
is well done, Sharon. Then we're looking forward to meeting you in face-to-face on our next course on 25th of October. And thanks for being here as well. Lovely.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. All
Thank
right,
you.
everybody. That was really cool to hear. Ah, amazing. Everybody have fun today? We hope so. Well done, Barbara. And
I learned a lot. I learned a lot about those watch lists. So, for me personally, John and team, thanks for putting that together. I think that's a huge, huge plus for a lot of people. And if people can just go to the Hodlnots website and see those wonderful lists that you put together and that you'll be keeping updated, I think it's going to help a lot of people find those extra coins for extra profit. So thank you for doing that. Lots of love.
Absolutely. Absolute pleasure. And just to wrap up, there's one further question on the crypto bubbles. I'm not going to show it again, but to answer that question, in terms of the percentages that you focus on, the bigger the better. All right. It's important. And so, yeah, depending on, again, if you want to be looking at the low percentages on the week, that's fine. If you want to look at the higher percentages, we obviously here to trade crypto. We're here to trade volatility, obviously safely with a stop loss and that kind of thing. But you want to be looking at those in terms of those coins that run for the week or the day or the month or whatever. Go and have a look at and analyze using your Hodlnator, your Hodlnots indicator, or your Hodl Fire, and you have to do your own research. So the crypto bubbles give you an idea as to what's been moving in terms of that volatility, but you still have to go out and do that research. If you're not sure, definitely do the course and or the Hodl Fire. Join our channel bi-monthly every other Wednesday. So next week Wednesday, our next Hodl Fire chat, we're going to be showing you some more strategies and more ways to trade and what to look out for, and maybe even a signal or two. But until next time, lots of love. Thanks, Vicky.
Lots of love. Lots of love.
Everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody love everybody.